Okay, we've danced around Bioshock for long enough. We had to do it at some point. Now's a good time to do it. Why? I don't know. It just is. So, Bioshock is easily one of the greatest games ever made. A very, very highly influential game. It's 13 years old now. So, in some aspects, I'm not entirely sure it's going to hold up, but for the most part, I'm sure it will. This is definitely one of those games that if you're not paying attention to every tiny little detail, you're going to completely miss it. So make sure you're paying attention. Okay, we're not going to do a New Game Plus. I kind of made things a little too easy with Prey when we ran a New Game Plus, so we'll just go with a straight up new game. And we're going to go ahead and play on Survivor. Now, Survivor, if I remember correctly, is only in the remastered version. I don't think this was in the original release, but if we're going to do it, we better do it on the hardest difficulty.
They told me, son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
Doesn't look too bad for a game that's 13 years old, huh? Okay, Bioshock, one of my favorite games ever made. Now, I know I did a Bioshock Infinite playthrough a long time ago. This is very, very different from Infinite. The gameplay has a lot of depth to it, whereas the gameplay of Bioshock Infinite didn't really have any depth. The story and the characters is what carried Bioshock Infinite, not the gameplay. But this actually has superior gameplay to Bioshock Infinite. And actually, Bioshock 1 has some horror elements to it, if you didn't pick up on that already.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture. A city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, Rapture can become your city as well.
The lighthouse is all lit up like hellfire. Looks like some kind of plane crash. We're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. How could it? I don't know. You best get over there. And be quick about it. The splicers are coming. You gotta be kidding. How do you know someone's even coming? We all want to steer our way down. That means we've got company. Just one more minute. Spear's coming up now. Johnny, security's banging off all over. Get a move on.
I didn't mean no trespass. Just don't hurt me. Just let me go. Just keep my gun.
Is it someone new?
Would you kindly pick up that shortwave radio? I don't know how you survived that plane crash, but I've never been one to question Providence. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. Now keep on moving. We're gonna have to get you to higher ground.
And here we go, boys and girls. Bioshock.
Take a deep breath and step out of the bathysphere. I won't leave you twisting in the wind. We're gonna need to draw her out of hiding, but you're gonna have to trust me.
Trust you in a Bioshock game? I don't think so.
I'll wrap you in a sheet.
I'm sure you will.
Just a bit further. How do you like that, sister?
Thank you, Atlas.
Now, would you kindly find a crowbar or something? Bloody splicer sealed Johnny in before they... Goddamn splicers.
And of course, we got a wrench. Very much like System Shock. It's almost as though the guy that made System Shock 2 made Bioshock or something. Weird. Ooh. Barely avoided that.
I'm not a bad person. Come back.
God, these splicers are really, really tough on this difficulty. There we go. God, that was a pain in the ass. Alright, we got a med kit on him. Got healed up. This is really, really impressive for 2007. Very impressive. Okay, well, we're full on health. Ooh, got another first aid kit and another Eve hypo. Eve hypos charge your plasmids. Plasmids are the bread and butter for Bioshock.
Steady now. Your genetic code is being rewritten. Just hold on and everything will be fine.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him. Hear that? Let's buck. Weak! You're a weak chopper. It's little fish ain't worth towing it with no big daddy. Yellow! Always have been. You'll be no better off with a metal daddy, little fish. See you floating, Alrighty.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
You alright, Bio? First time plasma's a real kick from a mule. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
That's one way of putting it. God, the little sisters are so fucking creepy to me. Alright, well, we have our first plasmid, the Electrobolt. It's one of the best ones in the game, too. Here's the thing, though. Bioshock 1 is the one that I've played the least. So this will be interesting for me, too, because I haven't played it in several years now. Okay, yeah, we need to hurry. There we go. More Eve hypos. Now here's the Vita chambers. Whenever you die, it sends you back to the last Vita chamber that you passed, but you can turn that off if you really want to go balls to the wall, but we're not going to do that.
No combo. Zap back then whack 'em. 1-2 punch. Remember, the 1-2 punch.
Yep, the 1-2 punch. Come here. The 1-2 punch. Come on. Zap. And whack. There we go. So you want to zap them with the Electrobolt, and then immediately switch right over to the wrench and blap them. Now this game is pretty damn challenging at the beginning, but by the end, if you know what you're doing, you can kind of just break the game.
Who is that?
So we got 4 medkits, that's not bad.
Ryan, I'm sorry. No, I won't do it. I didn't touch her. You're only making this. Don't run. We were just getting started.
Oh, I'll just let you burn. Yep, I have no problem. Oh, no, he ran into the
I
water.
was just getting warmed up.
Kind of the rhythm you have to get is that you have to smack them and immediately pull back. It's kind of hard to do that though, because they have a very, very large radius on their heads.
Listen, I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe. I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now. But you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty. Find
Pet bar, a little bit of health, and a med kit. Nice. Already at 5 med kits.
Mommy's gone.
Surprise, motherfucker! There we go. Gotcha. The thuggish slicers, they're not too big of a deal. The lead heads are the ones you have to really worry about.
They destroyed our bodies, our minds. We couldn't handle it. Best friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
I'll do what I want. It's my Adam. I earned it.
I can hear the splicers. Another first aid kit. Very nice.
Give me my Adam! Come on back here, scrub!
Come on up. Gotcha.
Charlie! Charlie, where you going? Nah, Charlie!
That's a leadhead splicer. Leadheads always have some kind of a weapon. Damn it. Ooh. God, they have a lot of health and they do a lot of damage very quickly. Not doing too great on Eve Hypos. I've only got 2 left. Got some money. Now let's see. Alcohol gives you health but drains your Eve. Smoking drains your health but gives you Eve. So you got to be very careful about the resources that you use in this game.
But this fucking place is poison.
If you spot a splicer in the water, hit him with the electrobolt.
Zap! Ooh, an Eve Hypo, thank God.
Another New Year's, another night alone. I'm out and you're stuck in Hephaestus, working. Huh. Imagine my surprise. Oh, I just guess I'll have another drink. Here's a toast to Diane McClintock, silliest girl in Rapture. Silly enough to fall in love with Andrew Ryan. Silly enough.
Don't run away!
I'm bleeding. Oh God! What's happening? I just spliced up. Everybody's gonna want me.
It's unique, if not nothing else.
Hey, Brenda, you care to tell me why you've had a hole in the wall the size of Plymouth Rock coming out of your crapper going on 3 weeks now? I ain't saying I'm Shakespeare, trying to run a respectable theater. I got working for coming in from Fort Neptune trying to catch a little diversion. And all I can think about is the stink coming out of your shitter. Get it fixed.
Careful now.
Ooh.
Would you kindly lower that weapon for a minute?
There's one of the sisters.
You think that's a child down there? Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. Whatever you thought about right and wrong on the surface, well, that don't count for much down in Rapture.
That's
Those
one way of
little
putting it.
sisters, they carry Adam, the genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it.
I don't want to say anything about the little sisters. You'll see with them. Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. You're dead.
Big Daddy. She got it on him. He keeps her safe.
It's not the little sisters you need to worry about. It's the big daddies. It is amazing to go back and play this game because I can tell how many other games since it's came out that it's been influenced by. Shit, Leadhead.
That won't work for long.
Shit.
Come on! I just want to talk to somebody!
God, those Leadheads are brutal. I can hear more of them down there. Oh, they're in the water. Good.
I'm really crawling when you're alone. I just want some company.
Good, another Eve Hypo. Zap! Another Eve Hypo, nice. You need the Eve Hypos early on as much as you can, because it's, as you can tell, I'm not exactly struggling on health. It's just those Eve Hypos are really hard to keep up early on. We got bandages. Okay, we have stuff in here that we can get healed up with if we need to. Of course.
Security alert in fall.
Ooh. Go ahead, jump in. Oh, hi.
You killed my child!
Come on. Okay, last Eve Hypo. Two more.
It's Ryan! Goddamn Andrew Ryan! He failed us! Damn it! He shut off access to Neptune. There's another way to get there. Head to medical. What are you waiting for? Go!
Okay, I'm going Atlas. Almost out of Eve Hypo though. Son of a bitch.
Oh, Christ! You're trapped! Gonna try to override the exit from here.
So tell me, friend, which one of the bitches said to you? The KGB wolf or the CIA jackal? Here's the news. Rapture isn't some sunken ship for you to plunder. And Andrew Ryan isn't a giddy socialite who can be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell, or Buzz Lavagna, checkmate.